Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Pelletier Craft Studio. I am Elaine, and it is Tuesday, so that means that we're going to be doing some cooking and crafting. So you should be in your kitchen getting ready to cook supper with your family, and should be on your laptop or on your iPad, maybe even on your phone. But what you need to know is that we're going to do some great crafting today. So we have a new product that has come into the studio called Third Quarter. It's Ocean Lovers, and I know how much my East and my West Coast friends love making cards that have the ocean in them. Well, these are some really great cards, but we're going to do some altering to them because we want to make more out of this package. So let's see what I have on my craft table. So here you go. You can see that here on the craft table I have my ocean set that I was telling you about. And let's see if we can get this thing right. There you go. So this is the card set that I launched. Now on the inside of this card set, it's got all of these cards. It also has some great embellishments on the inside of them. And it gives you some examples of what kind of cards you can make. Look at these embellishments. And they just pop right out, so you don't have to do a whole lot of work to get them out. Now we're going to go ahead and get these popped out because I plan on using them on the cards that I'm going to be making. So we'll pop some of them out and then we'll come back. We'll get the rest of them as we're using them. But what I want you to see is how easy they are coming out and how easy they're going to be to use on your kits. Oh, we got 2 packages of them. But look at these, ladies. These are our first layer cards, and I just love this. But we're going to need to cut them, so we're going to do some extra cutting with that. Look at how beautiful they are. I just love the way all of these cards are set up. Now, these cards are set up for a 6x4, and as much as I love a 6x4, I don't have any envelopes. So these all came in it as well, and we're going to use them. I did go ahead and pre-cut those because they needed to be cut for us to use them on our card, and I just wanted to make sure that they were there. So they did give us the 6x4 card base, and 3 of them are portrait, and the 3 of them are landscape. But the problem is there wasn't any envelopes in this pack, so that's okay. The fact that it didn't have envelopes is not going to bother me. But the issue is only envelopes that I have on the inside of my craft room happen to be envelopes that are A2. So when we make these cards, we're going to do some fudging around and make them into A2 cards. All right, so let's grab my trimmer and go ahead and get that process started. So the first thing I'm going to do is come back in here and fix my card bases. Now they should be a 4x6, and they are. That's a 4, and that's a full 6. Well, I'm going to make them a 4x5.5. 5.5 is a little easier to see up here at the top. I can tell you that this cardstock is really nice. It's super, super heavy. So, and like I said, my card is still going to stay at 4. So we're going to do 4x5.5. Now we need to remember that number because when we come back and we start cutting our top layers, we're going to want to make sure that we have that side cut correct. All right, so we've got one more. This is the last one that we have that will be a landscape, and next we're going to be working on the ones that are portrait. Okay, so as you can see, I didn't do all of the pre-work before the class because I wanted you to see what I was doing and why I'm doing it. So I do have my own envelopes. My envelopes are A2, and that's what I'm going to be using to mail these cards out. So I know now that I have the cards in the right size so that they will fit in my envelopes. Okay, and we got one more. Yep. Want to make sure I don't cut the wrong end. I just cut the bottoms off of these. Okay, so we got that part done. Now we want to come over here and we want to get our first layers done. We want to make them set up so that they can be used on our cards. Now, when I cut this in half, it's going to be a 3 3/4 by, it's 5 3/4. But of course, I'm going to want it to be 5 1/4. So I'm going to cut that first. So here you go. This is my 5 1/4. Now I want to keep this because I may end up using this, okay? I'll bring my trimmer down a little bit, and then I'll come back in here and cut this right there. Okay, so there's 2. Let's see what else we're going to have here. We want this one to be 5 1/4. And we want to cut this one in half as well. Perfect. Oh, I missed the halfway mark on that, didn't I? That's okay. Nothing any better than a good sharp blade. Look at that. Cut this little bitty piece right there. Love a good sharp blade. All right, whoops, got to cut it this way first. And why am I cutting it this way first? Well, it's to keep me from having to do all that extra cutting. All right, so let's go this way. Let's do a little better about not missing it this time. I love this card stock. This is just totally gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous to no end. So here we go. We're making them work inside of our card area. I did do that 5 1/4. Yeah, I did. Okay. And now we're going to come back and cut it here. And this is 3 3/4, so it's going to do perfect on our card. Let's do the next one. We're going to come back and do this one at 5 1/4. Now notice I've got a lot of cardstock here, and it's only supposed to be making 6 cards. So I'm going to be having some extra cards to make here, and I'm going to love making every single one of them. Being picky about where I'm trimming these because, in fact, I'm going to cut this one in half first because I want to cut opposite ends when I trim it. So this one I want to trim it on this end. But this one I want to trim it on the opposite end. Ooh, I can't hardly wait to start making cards on these. These are just awesome. But by me cutting them, it's giving you that opportunity to see exactly what all of these are looking like. And this is going to be my last one. Again, I'm going to cut it down the middle first so that I can cut the ends that I want to cut. I think I'll do this one. Look at how gorgeous these are. Can't pick up anything today. Alright, and I want to make this one at 5 1/4. Okay, so I got all of our cutting done. And now we're going to move into getting our cards made. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to put all of these over here on the side where I can see them just in case I decide that I want to use them. I'm going to zoom you ladies. How come I'm not zooming? Oh, I see it. Gonna zoom you ladies out a little bit so that you can see the bigger picture of what I've got going on here. On my desk, I have added my my foam dots. I love these round ones. I have also added my Uniquely Creative. I've pulled out 2 different colors. This is the almost looks like a water drop, and then this one is Cobalt Pearls. I wanted to keep that one handy. We know that this come in the kit. I also wanted to keep my other box handy as well because I may want to use some of these silvers or some of these golds on it. I've also pulled out my Nuvo because I may decide that I want to use a Nuvo on it. I'm also looking for the green. Yes, so I have my 2 colors of Nuvo here that I can use with that as well. All right, so let's get busy making some cards. So let's do the first one. And I'm going to do the first one. I love that one that had the glass on it. Here it is. So I'm going to do the first one with this glass. And I am going to lay it on my cardstock here. Look at there. Fits perfect. Let's go ahead and put that down. This cardstock is really heavy too. So I like the fact that it's really good, thick cardstock. So that means it's going to make my card feel really rich. So I'm going to put that down right there. Perfect. And then I think I'm going to come back and do some layering here. Now I just love, there was one of these, there you go. Since I've got this little bucket here that's got all of that pieces on it, I'm going to use that. And I think I'm going to use one of these. I think I'll use this one. just because I want to keep it in line with what it already is. And I'm going to put this behind it so it'll look something like that. And then I want to put a flower with some leaves on it, just because I want it to be all dressed up. Let's do more than one. Let's do two. And you know what? I really like this blue one over here. I'm just dying to use it. Might as well get started and use it first, right? Okay, so there you go. We'll use that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to make this my top piece. So I am going to go ahead and get it popped up because I want it to kind of stand out. So I'm just going to put my dots on each corner. That gives me the opportunity to stick some things underneath it, okay? So I think I've decided what I'm going to do is this. Put this one there. I think I'm going to come back and put this one here. And again, I'm working with a smaller card, so I want to be careful about how I put things down, okay? And I'm going to put that right there. This is going to need pop dots on it. So let's come back and put us a dot on it. I am going to put this dot right in the middle because I am going to use it to stick these two down as well. So I'm going to pull that right there. And let's bring it down a little bit. Can put that right there. Now see how I've used that one dot to put all three of those pieces down. Now we know that this one's got pop dots on it as well, or foam dots on it. And then I'm going to put this one over here. I'm not going to put any foam dots on it at all. Just going to put a little bit of adhesive behind it so it will sit there. Now all I need to do is come back and pull the backs off of these, and we have got this card almost ready. Now for me, this card kind of looks like a birthday card, so I think I'm going to come back and use the ticket over here that says happy birthday. Let's see, I want one that's going to go more with my colors here. You're amazing. There's a happy birthday. This one wouldn't be bad. There you go. Let's do this one. And I am going to come back and put foam dots on the back of it. But girls, you see how easy these cards are to make when you've got a really good kit like this one. All right, so we're coming in here. We're putting this down. We're putting this down. Put this down. And then we're going to flip it over. Put it down right there. Look how awesome that is. Is that not gorgeous? This is just totally awesome. Totally awesome. I'll give you a chance to see it up close. And then we're going to go on to the next one. Now, I think the next card I'm going to do is I want to show you how to do some of these that are more of a bland type colors. So I want you to see how we're going to do it. I'll come back in here and grab my base. Yep, get it open the right way. Heaven knows we don't want to put these down wrong. Did I put that one down wrong? No, I did not. Okay, so let's first go ahead and put our card down. Okay. So there we go. And there you go. We got this all set up and set down. Okay, so let's see. What do we want to put on this one? Let me think. Let's come back and use, well, let's think about this. Let's try this one. Let's use a starfish. I think I cut one of those out already. I have. So let's use a starfish because there's a starfish in this. And then we could probably use another fish. This fish looks like he matches those fish. And let's see, we'll use one of these. My dots here getting in the way. All right, and let's think about using one of the anchors. Have I got more than one? Because I know there's one that's got a grate. I don't. So let's see what else we can put in here. Oh, we can slap us a turtle in here. He goes with that. All right, so here we go. We're going to do this one a little different than what we did the last one, okay? So this time I'm going to put this over in the corner. I want it to go up in the top corner because I want all my fishies to be kind of hanging around it. I also want to put another sentiment on the inside of this one. Let's put this one. You are the best. So I'm going to put that right here. It says, I love the sea and the sea loves me. Doesn't that turtle fit just perfect in that? I'll put that there. I am going to dress it up because I've got some starfishes in here. Put a little starfish there. And you know, I think I'm going to leave this fish out. I think I'm going to put the turtle in instead. I just love the way the turtle, he just seems to fit right in there for me. So let's see. You are the best. Maybe we'll go with a seashell instead. Yeah, let's do that. And we're going to put our turtle in here. We're going to put this back up in here. I need something behind that. What have we got? Oh, this will do. Here you go. We'll put this back on top of it. Bring it down a little bit. There you go. I don't know. I don't think I like that. But I do like that. I like that a lot. So that's what we're going to put in on this one. So let's decide, what do we want to pop up and what do we want to leave down flat? Obviously, I'm going to put this "You Are the Best." I want to pop that up for sure, because he's going to be kind of like in the middle of my card. So we'll put our dots on it. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Okay, we're going to put this down right there. I don't want this to pop. I want this to kind of stay down. It's not really what I want to be the center of attention for me so much. I just want to kind of fill some space in there. But this little guy, he's going to be like my center of attention here. So I'm going to put some pop dots on him. I just love these things. They come off so easy. I mean, it even gives me a tag to pull it off with. What can I say? I mean, it just makes my day. All right, so there we go. I'm going to come back and I'm going to put the turtle right there. Now, this, I really want it to be center of attention here. Oh, may need to move this down. Maybe it hasn't dried too much. Nope, it's good. I'll have to put some more behind it, but it's good. So I'll put that there and this right there. Oh, gonna need a little more adhesive on it. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna put this down, and this is gonna need a little, in my opinion, it's gonna need a little bit of extra work to it. So I want to fill this in, but I want to fill it in with something that's really different. So I'm gonna come back with my Cobalt Pearls from Uniquely Creative, and I'm gonna add a few of those to my piece here, because I want to just add this little bit of a glimmer. I love using beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dots. Now, we're in the water, so it's not uncommon to have a lot of these in there. It's also not uncommon to have more than one sitting side by side. So we're gonna put a couple here, right here in this little corner. Okay, so I need one over here that's gonna kind of draw some attention to my turtle. There you go. All right, so there you go. This is our second card. Is that not beautiful? All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna do another one. And this time I think I'm gonna do something with the ones that had seashells or rocks already on it. So we're gonna grab us a card here, and we're gonna put it down. Now this one, I'm gonna be doing some Nuvo glue on it. I already know that. All right, so I got to decide which one of the little sayings I want to use. Ooh, how about this one? It's got all the little rocks on it. So we can put that one right there. And it's going to need something behind it, something that can pick it up. And since this one's got all these shells on it, let's put shells around it. There you go. We'll put this shell, this kind of, oh no, we want to put that down at the bottom. You know what? This one's going to need something that's going to help ground it a little bit. So let's take, I got one that's got brown in it. I think I'll use that one. Yeah, I will. So let's use this one. to kind of ground it a little bit. So in order to do that, I'm going to take out my trimmer and I'm going to cut it down to about 3. You'll see what I'm doing. And then I don't want it to cover up so much of this area. So I'm going to take my card and my scissors and I'm going to do a little bit of crafting here. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to start in this corner and I'm going to kind of cut it around. All I'm trying to do is ground it just a little bit. Wow, this almost looks like granite. Okay, so here you go. We're going to put that down right there, and that will help us with this corner a little bit. You know, I may not even put it in the corner. I might bring it out a little bit. Yeah, let's bring it out a little bit. Because I want to come back and see, this kind of gives me some grounding when I go to put these seashells down. All right, and I will put that one there. And I want one more. Let's do, nope, I want this one. All right, so we're going to do this one. And there you go. This is where we're going to start on this card. So I obviously want to pop this up because this is the center of my attention. So when we're doing our new card classes, this is basically how I teach them. Where to pop up, when to pop up, and how to layer. And that's what our new card classes, which will be starting in July, is all about. Now, that card class is called Just Cards. And the reason that it's called Just Cards is because we do not we don't give away any supplies in that. What we do is we help you make the cards, and we teach you how to do the layering on it. But when you leave, you'll have 4 cards. Now, it's unlike our other card class where when you leave, you have your product in your hand and you can go home and make some more. With these classes, it's basically just helping you make just the cards. And I think a lot of you are going to enjoy that because it does give you the opportunity to just make cards. I have a lot of you that, you say, oh, I got all the materials that I need. I just need to just make some cards. And so that's what we do. It's called Just Cards. We just make cards. It's $15. We make 4 cards. And like I said, I will be showing you things like some of the layering that we're doing here and that kind of thing. I do enjoy making layers, and I also enjoy taking those layers to the next level. So that's what we're doing. We're not putting just one piece down. We're putting several pieces down. Using things like your dots, and also using things like your Nuvo, flowers, all of those kind of things. All of those are things that we do on the inside of that class. All right, so I think this one needs a little bit of shine added to it as well. So let's grab our tweezers here, and we're going to add some shine to it. I think I'm liking these medium-sized ones for it. And I am going to come back and put one over here. I want a bigger one here. So let's take that one down. Let's bring in a bigger one. There you go. All right. So this is our next card. See how just putting that little piece right there just kind of grounded it down? So we've made 3 cards, girls. How are you thinking about that? 3 cards. All right, so let's do another one. And this time we're going to do one. I like that one with the anchor in it. Where's that at? There it is. This time we're going to do this one. And we're going to put it on one of these. So let's put our base down. So it looks like I'm putting a lot of adhesive down, but as you can see, I'm really not. I'm using the really fine tip on my precision glue gun. And I didn't get this card cut the exact right size, but that's okay. It's going to cover the full piece, okay? All right, so let's come in and let's do something a little bit different. Remember how we grounded the last one? This time we're going to ground this. And I know that I have about 10,000 corner rounders. and can never find one when I want it. Here it is. Let's do some rounding on this one. So we're going to come back in here. There you go. We'll round one corner. We're going to round all 4 of these corners. Whee! I love the way these things pop. But it's my little hands that just won't let me come in here and hold it with one hand. So my paper always kind of rolls around. All right, so let's come in here and put this down right by this anchor. And then let's see what I want. Need something more on this side. So let's go to this side. Where did I put my anchor? Didn't I pop it out? Ooh, there's my big old whale. We haven't used him either. Ooh, we gotta use that whale. Where did my anchor go? Did I put it on one already? I did not. So, where did it go? Did it get messed up in these? No. Is it behind the fish? No. Where'd that anchor go? Oops. Alright, can't find the anchor. Dang. Well, I do have an anchor on it, so it's not like I don't have any anchors on it. Let's do a thank you on this one. This is my beachy thank you. Since I rounded that, I think I'm going to round this one as well. Whee! Hey, if you can't enjoy what you're doing, there's no reason to do it, right? Oh, too bad I don't have anybody over here that could be throwing this out. Oh, anyway, so I'm going to put the thank you kind of cat-cornered there. You know me, I can't lay anything down straight. Put that there. It is going to need some embellishments, but I don't want to put anything on this that's really big. I want to keep it sweet, small, and simple. So there you go. Here's another one. And there's that. I knew I had an anchor. Let's put this one down instead, just because I like the color. All right, so this one's not going to need a whole lot because I just like the way the picture is on this side. It kind of anchors it down. I just like it. I don't know what it is. I just like it. Okay, so we're going to put down our thank you. So this kit, now remember, it was designed to make just 6 cards. But I got a lot of material here, and I've already been through, what, 3 cards here? So there you go. We'll put that there. Oh, this is going to be popped up too. So when I'm popping up something like this, I like to put down 5. I like 1 on each corner. And I like 1 in the middle because nothing is any more aggravating than to pick something up and the center sags on you. So we're going to put it down so that the center won't sag on us. And we'll do that by putting 1 in the middle. See how easy these things are to take off? Of course, that one would give me trouble. There you go. All right. So, come on, don't stick to it. Let's come back and put this down here. I am going to slide it over just a little bit. And then I'm going to come back and put this down. And I'm going to put this down a little bit different from what you've seen me do before. I'm going to put adhesive on it just on the corner. And then I'm going to put it down there. And I could come back and put a pop dot underneath that, but I really don't want to. I want to leave it just like it is. So this is one I want to put gold on. So I'm going to come back and grab my golds, and I'm going to put me down a few dots. We're going to need 1 here. We're going to need 1 here. And I think I'm going to come back with another one here. All right, so I could put my dots down, or I could come back and use my Nuvo. Let's use Nuvo. Since these dots are a little bit already this color, let's just add Nuvo. Now notice I'm adding my Nuvo right over top of my adhesive. I don't have to. I'm doing it because I put it down there. Okay, let's put 1 over here and 1 right here. Now, I don't want to lay this one down on top of anything because I don't want my Nuvo to be smashed. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? So easy. So I am going to lay that one off to the side because I don't want to lay anything else on top of it. because I don't want it to mess up what I've got going on. All right, we need to grab us out another card, and we're going to grab us out another base. Now this one's got fish on it, so I am going to come back and use my fish, but what do I want? Let the sea set you free. Nah, that's not what I want. How about You Are Amazing? Just because I love the coloring for this one. I love the way it's already colored for me. So let's go ahead and get our card down. There we go. Up. Yep, this will work. Nothing makes me any madder than put a card down and then realize I got it on backwards or sideways, or oh, I need to turn it around. Yeah, it's just issue. I hate that. All right, so here we go. Now this time we're going to do the You Are Amazing. We're going to kind of get it in the middle here. And you know, I want to put, let's see. Of course we're going to have some seashells on this, but I also want to use, throw it away. I also want to use this piece of seaweed here. It's kind of fun, sort of funky. I just want to make sure it doesn't blend too much into my paper. Let's see. Come on, pop out for me. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is pretty. Ooh, I like this a lot. A whole lot. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I like that. I like that. You know, I might be able to use my little piece of scrap here. Doesn't need that much though. So let's come back and round it down. There you go. And I think I'm gonna round my corners. Just use the corner rounder. Oh, this is crazy. All right, so I've come up with something that's just a little bit small. I'm gonna put it down right there. I like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna put the seaweed in it. And I want the You Are Amazing in it, and I want a fish in it. So what fish have I got left? Oh, this is one, and he's perfect. So he's going to be swimming along in here. Oh, he may be a little big. Let's see if we got another fish. We have a seahorse and a turtle. I believe we've used all of our fish. Let's see, what else have we got that we can put in there? Well, we're just going to have to work with this fish. Maybe I only want to use part of the fish. Do I want to cut him off? Nah, we're not going to cut him off. We can just use him, and we're going to use him up high instead of down low. There, that works for me. That way he is reduced in size by my banner. Love it. Okay, so again, we're going to go back and we're going to put our things down. We know where we want everything to be. I like to place things first. Of course, I'm going to pop up my main attraction, which in this point is going to be my sentiment. Watch how I don't put the fish down. I actually hide the fish behind the pieces that I've got on here. So when I put these down, I'm going to make sure I got my fish in place. And I'll put him down underneath it. I want to come back and put this down because I want this to be flat. So we'll come back and put it down right here. Now, to put dots on this would kind of be difficult, so we're going to go ahead and use it flat. But the one thing that isn't difficult is putting it down. The precision glue gun allows me to put just the right amount of adhesive on it. So we're going to put it down. Oops, I misplaced my fishy there. There we go. That'll work. I see how I grew it up by putting it on the edge here. So I do like that. We're going to come back. We're going to put a little Nuvo on this one. Did I have anything else I was putting on here? No, I don't think so. But we are going to put a little bit of Nuvo on this one. I'm going to use the colors. This one is actually a crystal, and it is a blue shade. I like the blue. So I'm putting the blue on blue. I could very easily have come back with a gold on this. But when I'm using the Nuvo, I really like to use more than what I would if I were just putting down regular dots. And this is just the dots that I like to put down. So there you go. Isn't that gorgeous? Again, I've got to put this one off to the side because I do want it to dry before I do anything else to it. Okay? All right, let's get this back over here. Let's do another one. We said we were going to do 6, so here we go. This is going to be number 6. And this is going to be a really bright one. So, yep, we can put this one down here. Love this kit. And I'm going to show you, we've got a lot more that we can do that is not on this kit. So this one needs to be, let's see, how do I want to do this? It'll work this way. Okay, so this one, I'm going to put my anchor on it. You knew I was going to use that anchor, right? I just love them. I just think they look like they belong in the bottom of the sea, you know? I mean, who are we kidding? You can't anchor something in the air, right? So here we go. Oh, we got a friend coming in. Sounds like I got an order coming in. See? Bella's telling you. All right, so I'm going to put my anchor in this. And again, this anchor would be pretty tough to put adhesives behind it. So I'm not going to let it, I'm going to make it be the center. We're going to use this one this time. Oh, I do want to round it. You know what? I got a seahorse over there. Maybe I should use that one instead. Ooh. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see if the seahorse goes better than the anchor. I got a lot of cards over here I can make. I can use that anchor, any of them. Ooh, his little tail comes out. Ooh. They got this one put together great. You know, all of you know that I used to do Stampin' Up. And you know those little kits that we used to get from Stampin' Up? They called them paper pumpkins. So paper pumpkins were $25. And you didn't get as much material as what I've got here. But you spent the $25, okay? Oh, it's got the bird on it. I don't want to do that. I'm going to put flowers on this one. Just because I don't want to have to tackle with that bird. Let's put the flowers on it. Oh, yeah, that's good. And have I got another flower? I'm sure I do. Definitely got the greenery to go with it. Ooh, I haven't used my whale yet. Oh, we got so much that we can do. Anyway, where I was with this is the paper pumpkin was $25 at that time. I don't know what it is now. But you didn't get this much material. You definitely didn't get all of the beautiful things that have come with this, but you didn't get paper that looked like this. And when you finished, you didn't have a handful of pieces that you could still work with. And as I said, it was $25. This kit that I have pulled apart here is get this, ladies, is $16.50. Okay, what can I say? It's a super great kit, and I love the way that it gives me that opportunity to make so many beautiful cards for such a low price. It also gives me the opportunity to embellish and do all kinds of things with it. I used to have to get that paper pumpkin. I had to find a way to embellish it, to make it something different, because it wasn't always that interesting. So we're going to stop bashing Stampin' Up! Now, and let's just talk about the third quarter has a fantastic kit. And that's the name of this kit. It's called Third Quarter. And Third Quarter is the kit that I've been working on. It's what we're doing here. And again, I'm going to pop that up freely. Stuck it with my own finger. Okay. I'm going to put it on the corner there. Now I am going to put the leaves in on it, but I'm going to put the leaves underneath the bottom because I just think that they don't need to be popped up as much. There we go. I like that. And then we can come back with another one right here. Love it. All right, so I'm going to add a little extra adhesive to that because I added some products underneath it that probably absorbed some of the adhesive that I had already put down. So we put that down there. And I may hold that down for just a minute. We're going to put this on the opposite side. There we go. All right, so I think we need to come back with our gold again. I like that Nuvo gold on the other one. Let's put a little gold on this one as well. Look, oh, I already got some gold on it, so I don't have to add a lot. Oh, can't help it. I have to add another one. One more. There you go. We got it. I didn't do it. So there you go. Here is our next card. Aren't they just gorgeous? So ladies, we have made 6 cards in about 41 minutes. And we have really done some gorgeous cards. These cards are cards that you would be proud to send to any family member. Notice I am laying these down gently. That's because some of them are wet with the Nuvo, and then some of them have pearls on it. So there we go. And I haven't even done the inside. How will I do the inside? I'll come back and I'll use these strips to make pieces on the inside, and I'll probably go to my stamp sets and I'll pull out stamps that I like to go with it as well. But is that not just gorgeous? Let me get my face off of here. There you go. Look how pretty they are. I am looking forward to sending these to a few of my friends, and I hope that you're going to be joining us a little later on too. If you're liking this video, how about giving me a few thumbs up and some hearts? I also want to tell you once again that we do have these in stock right now. So you can jump onto our website at PelletierCraftStudio.com/shop, and you'll be looking for Ocean Lovers Kit. And that will get you this card kit. Looking forward to seeing you. In the meantime, have a dynamite week and happy crafting. Bye.